What's up, YouTube? I got you guys some competition footage to break down. I'm Nick. This is my first video where I'm kind of using a face cam. I got the glasses here. I normally don't wear glasses, but when I'm editing videos and I'm on my computer, I'm wearing glasses and stuff. So, really excited to break this down to you guys. This is my second MMA match. So, MMA, MMA match, second MMA match, and it's combat sambo. So, pretty intense, basically. Really quick, the rules are you're allowed to headbutt, elbow, knee, punch, kick, submit, chokes, pretty much everything goes. In this match specifically, we were not allowed to headbutt, and we did not end up elbowing each other. So if you guys are looking for crazy stuff, sorry, this isn't it. But it does get pretty scrappy. So I'm training with Jeff here, who also trains at the same gym that I do. He's a really good opponent, by the way. Anyways, let's just get right into it. I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to get right into the breakdown. So here we go. So we touch gloves here, kind of shake hands a little bit. Sign of mutual respect. And here we go. So just making sure we respect the distance. And I'm going to start off with some good hand movement and some good, some good head movement, a little bit of up and down. I did pretty good, but the problem is Jeff's really good at Muay Thai and he cracks me right there. So you see I got stumbled back a little bit. This shot actually hit me right on the chin, so I want you guys to kind of see that. So it's as I kind of turn around with him right around here, he gets his distance. He throws a really, look at his leg all the way down there. He throws a really good flurry, and he throws that right hand, and it just connects, boom, right on my chin. Luckily, it didn't hurt too bad. I was able to stay with it and do a little post up there on the face, and I just start swinging here. Didn't really land anything, but you're going to see it land right about, boom, right there. So I'll break down the big shots for you guys, but I don't want to go too crazy into the details. So I throw a nice little back step into a front low kick. That's really smooth. Then I frame up with the left hand. I throw the right. He turns out of it, which is fine. I throw my big combination. Then right over here, I throw that nice low kick again. Really love that. And then I think I lean this way to kind of show like a left, almost like a feint, so he brings his hand up, but I'm just super loaded up. This is still connected though, which was good. And I'm able to land that right hook right on the jaw, and it stumbles him back, and I go to chase here, but he does a good job defending, so I don't want to push him too much. But anyways, I'm going to let the footage keep going, so I respect him. I stand back, I set up my left hook to wheel kick here, which was pretty good setup, and he throws a tornado kick with no setup, so I kind of go in to punish that with my own kick. Then he throws another tornado kick. The referees are kind of smiling a little bit, and because we wanted to throw some spinning stuff, but you'll see we get in close here, and this is where I kind of find my rhythm. I'm able to get into grappling, and I get on top and just ground and pound. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, I just did really good with the ground and pound there. I definitely rocked him, so referee's gonna make sure to see if he's okay. Noah's recording, by the way. He's in my corner. He traveled with me all the way out to Ohio for this. This is at the Arnold's Sports Festival. So there's a lot of bodybuilders there, but we were there for the combat. You see the boxing ring in the background. Kids were boxing. Some older folks were boxing too. So he's making sure Jeff's good. What he does is he pushed his gloves down. If they spring back up, apparently that means you're good to fight. I don't know how medically correct that is. But anyways, we're gonna keep it going. He was a great referee though. He knows what he's talking about. So you see Jeff here is just using his hands to set me up, and he's doing a good job, actually, really good job at striking with me. It was hard to get close to him because he kept feinting that front leg teep and the knee, which he did hit me with a few times. Referee tells me to tie my belt back up, which was a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to keep it going there. But anyways, you can see those shin pads aren't very good. They're starting to roll up a little bit on us. So anyways, we get back into it here. Jeff throws his own kick. I'm able to get underneath him and go for the takedown right there. I got 4 points. I'm going to get a pin here, so I'm going to let you guys kind of see what I'm doing. I just kind of get in side control and I just hold it. I'm not going to show you too much because it's kind of boring. But I start bleeding a bunch in a second. Noah tells me to do an Americana. It wasn't there though. But at this point, I'm bleeding a lot, and you can see me. Jeff throws his little punches, but you can kind of see me. I'm looking at the scoreboard over there. I'm bleeding a bunch. You can't see it on the video much, but they actually had to stop the fight after this for a second because of the blood. So we're gonna get up in a second. He sees it. He's looking down on it. So he calls the nurse over. He calls blood. So we reset. I don't show the nurse part. It took like a full minute and a half. So we get back into it. So let me explain this exchange really quick before we go on. Because look at the ref. He's not even looking. So we thought we were good because we touched gloves. But apparently the ref was communicating with the other guy. And we weren't good to go yet. But we start throwing. So I'm going to break this down really quick. Jeff frames out with his left hand. I throw my 1-2. He steps back and throws a kick, which lands. I almost catch it. He throws another kick. I throw a big right low kick right to his leg, which he checks, but the mistake I think he made is when he checked, he spun with it, and he lost his balance. And that's why he slipped. Also, the shoes we wear for Sambo, I don't like them. They're way too slippery. Okay, they're great for throws. Okay, I'm not saying they're bad for throwing and stuff. But when it comes to striking, you don't have a lot of grip on the ground, so it's like you have to be very like tuned in with your balance. You know, they're like the opposite of wrestling shoes. They got the ankle support, but they got like no grip. So throw a nice low kick again and keep going, or round kick. Anyways, I'm able to get underneath him, but he reverses this because he traps my head, and that's the biggest mistake I've been making when I go in for clinches, is I let my opponent kind of trap my head, and they're able to, you know, just do a throw based off of that. So he gets 4 points. At this point, I think, I don't remember. Jeff was pretty hyped up about that, so I'm glad he got a good throw on me. But anyways, I go back, I throw like a little flying, it looked like a knee, but it was just like a flying front kick to a high right kick. Anyways, I get back up on top here, and this is the second time I think I get ground and pound. You're going to see here, I actually go to the body a little bit when I start going on him here. So right there, boom, I hit him in the body. Then I'm going up to the head a little bit. And at this point, I'm tired, so that the strikes aren't doing much damage. I had an armbar for a second, but I didn't want to waste energy on it. A lot of this is like about not wasting energy. And I was already pretty tired, so anyways, they reset us. Nurse goes to fix my nose again. Anyways, so the whole fight was just kind of like chaotic, if I can describe it, because the nurse fixing my nose up, the gear is freaking, you can see my shin pad is like falling off. By the way, the gear I was wearing, it's all mismatch. I should be in all red. But anyways, you know, we still got it done. Still got the W. You guys will see towards the end here. So we touch gloves again, blows the whistles. So we start fighting for real. Keeps it going. Throws like a little, I'm throwing feints here, but I wasn't committing. So that was the main problem. He throws a low kick, low blow. But we're wearing cups, so it's fine. He gets me good with this like outside step, which I want to show you guys because it's something that Jeff Chan does. MMA Shredded. Big shout out on YouTube. So he goes to check and he throws like a right kick as he exits, which is really smart. I gotta ask him how he does that because it was really good. Either way, I get back into the clinch here and I just get ground and pound again. So this time I use a bit of my strength here to push over. And yeah, I get on top, ground and pound. So you see me kind of, or hear me vocalizing a bit. The punches weren't doing much damage, but I just wanted to like let the refs know I was like doing something. So he calls the fight right there. I'm pretty sure we just ran out of time. I'm 90% sure we just ran out of time and he didn't just stop it because of, you know, my ground and pound. Because Jeff shrimped out. He shrimped out at the end. But yeah, I got the W here. I don't know what he's saying at this point. I kind of forgot. I'd have to kind of turn the audio back up. But anyways, that was the match, and I was getting ready to go again, but he's like, nope, you guys are good. He stops it, and I kind of already know at this point I'm getting my hand raised because of the points on the leaderboard. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That's the video. That's the competition, and we hug it out real good after that. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So at the end there, I kind of say, oh, you broke my nose, and you know he ended up not breaking it, which was good. But yeah, it was a great match, and Jeff was a great opponent. So I'll kind of leave it off this frame here because it kind of shows the camaraderie at the end. But yeah, you can see the size difference a little bit here. He's got a little bit of height on me, but I got a little bit of weight on him. So it's like, it was pretty even, I'd say, in terms of like our experience and stuff. But yeah, overall, how was it? What did I learn? I learned that I need to, you know, fight more like how I spar, and I need to start sparring a little bit more like how I would fight. So I need to start sparring with a little bit more intensity in terms of strikes, but I also need to start, you know, when I'm fighting, and just like, I just need to put the both together, because I can go slow and kind of like technical and do really well, or just like not even like slow, but like moderate pace and technical, but not a lot of power. But when I throw all my power, that's when I like lose my technique. So I learned a lot about just you know, the basics of fighting really from this, because this is my second MMA match. My first one, there was way less striking involved. It was basically a clinching, grappling fest. There were headbutts in that, so it was pretty exciting. But yeah, this second time through is a little bit different. I definitely learned more, and I definitely trained extremely hard for this fight. So shout out to Jeff for, you know, coming out, you know, same gym and, you know, fighting me. You know, he's a great opponent. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. That's the video, and hope you guys enjoyed it. It was my first kind of breakdown with the face cam, so I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, more to come on the way. So love y'all. Peace.